Alright, viewers, today we'll be looking at some problems in indices. Okay, you know that we have talked about the laws of indices. Okay, so those of you who have not gone through the laws, okay, do so that by the time we start solving, it will be very simple and easy for you, so that you can teach yourself and also teach others. All right, so we'll be attending the problems one after the other. So the first question says here, 16 raised to power 0. What is the answer? So we know according to the laws of indices, it's called zero index, that whenever a number is raised to power 0, the answer is 1. There's nothing you can do about it. Anywhere you go, 1 is the answer. All right, that's that. Number two says 0.25 0.25 raised to power minus 1 over 2. Okay, here the base, which is 0.25, is a decimal. All right, so the power here is what? A negative index, negative power, and it is also talking about fraction here. So we'll be treating them one after the other. All right, first of all, we will treat the base first, which is 0.25. Now it is a decimal, so we are going to first of all convert it to a fraction. And you know, I've talked about conversion of decimal to fraction, fraction to decimal in one of my videos. Okay, check. So in converting 0.25 to fraction, okay, what do we do first? What we do first is to write the significant figures. Okay, so the significant figures here are 2 and 5. 2 and 5 are the significant figures. 0 is not a significant figure, you know that. All right, because it's nothing. So we are going to write the significant figures first. So we are going to write 25 all over what? We'll go back to the decimal. Now I told us that if you want to convert from decimal to fraction, and in the decimal you have only one decimal place, it means you'll be dividing by 10. If it is two decimal places, you'll be dividing by 100. If it is three decimal places, you divide by 1000, and so on. Okay, so yeah, but we have only two decimal places, so we'll be dividing by what? 100. Okay, all right, so this is the fraction of what? 0.25. Okay, all right, so we'll put our bracket and then write the power, the negative index, minus 1 over 2. Okay, so let's begin to apply the laws. In one of the laws of indices, which we stated that if the power is a negative 1, okay, that is negative index. Now look at this, 25 over 100 raised to power minus 1 over 2. So the power is what? Negative here. And I told us that, or the law stated that whenever you have a negative index, okay, what you do, because of this negative sign, you write down 1 all over. You are using 1 to divide the base, which is what? 25 over what? 100. Okay, then you are still going to write the power, 1 over 2. Okay, raised to power 1 over 2. All right, so at this point we'll be treating the denominator, because the denominator, which is the base, okay, 25 over 100 raised to power 1 over 2. Okay, so it is having a power. The base is having a power. All right, and the power is what? 1 over 2. So in the law, I told us that whenever the power is a fraction, talking about different root, okay, in the laws. So whenever the power is a fraction, the denominator of the fraction will form a root. Is not true? Check the laws. So here, 2 is the denominator of the fraction in this power. So 2 is going to form what? A root. And if 2 forms a root, it will be what? Or the name of the root will be what? Square root, because 2 is what? Square. Alright, so the denominator 2 will form what? Square root of the base. So we'll still maintain our 1 all over the 2 in the power, the denominator of the power, which is 2, forming what? Square root. Are you getting it? So of what? 25 over 100. Then we are going to put bracket here and put raised to power what? That one, the one on top. Okay. So the next thing, we are still writing our 1 all over. We'll find the square root of 25. Square root means what number can multiply itself twice to give you 25? Okay, is what? 5. All over square root of 100. What number can multiply itself twice to give you 100? Is what? 10. So write 10. Then raised to power what? 1. So this one means 5 over 10 raised to power 1, which still means the same thing. So we still have 1 all over 5 raised to power 5 is 1. 5 raised to power 1 is 5. All over 10 raised to power 1 is still what? 10. Alright, so what we have here is division of fraction. Okay, division of fraction. So how do we divide fraction? You know it already. So the law says you are going to write the first number or the first fraction, and then the division will change to multiplication, and there will be an inverse of the next fraction. Alright, so this means 1, okay, and then the division sign will change to multiplication. Yeah, okay, we can say over 1 because it does not have fraction. So this division sign changes to what? Multiplication, and immediately the numerator of the fraction, okay, will change to what? The denominator, and the numerator or denominator of the fraction will change to what? The numerator. Alright, so it will be 1 over 1 times 10 over 5. Okay, you know that. So if 1 multiply 10 is 10, and 1 times 5 is 5. So that 10 divided by 5 is what? 2. And that is the answer.